Hello, guess who and guess what? Well, the guess who is me, Robbie Susan Chandler, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. If you live near Tallahassee or in the Quincy, Florida area, I'd love for you to come over and attend some of my in-person classes I hold here in my home. I hold classes every 2 weeks on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, and an evening class on Thursday evenings. So like I said, if you're in the area, come over and join us. Just let me know. So let's see what the what is today. Today I'm using the Charming Day dies, and I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful, simple, elegant card using just the dies. Well, I say just the dies. I'm actually going to use a stamp set here inside. And I used Memento Black for the Happy Birthday and Smoky Slate for the background rose. And here's the stamp set Charming Day, and here's the rose I used, and here's the Happy Birthday. So I did use the whole bundle, and this comes as a bundle. Now here's the die on the front that I used. Let me bring it over. It looks like this. And I chose to cut it out of silver. Now the silver paper that I'm using on my card today is actually on the last chance list, and it's called Brush Silver and Gold, and it has 3 sheets of silver and 3 sheets of gold in it, and it's only $5 right now. So that's 6 sheets of foil for $5. So check it out. I'll put a link down there below my video. You can check it out and see if it's still available. So here's, like I said, here's the die set. So let's look at the card itself and see how to make this quick and easy card. Let me move my little name out of the way. Okay, our card base is basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're just going to fold it in half. Now, all of our layers are made with texture note dies. I love this set of dies. I've been using them quite a bit. So let's start with the black layer on here. Is cut from a piece of basic black that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And what I did, I cut this big outside piece with it, and while I was cutting it, I laid this on the inside and cut this inside piece with it. So I cut both of those at the same time. So this way you're using the inside of the big piece for your front piece. So that's those 2 pieces. Now, when I cut this piece, I also embossed it with the Glass and Garden embossing folder that needs 2 of our little clear plates, and it looks like this. Let's see if you can see that and if it picks up the design or not. But it's got this really pretty flower design in it. I wanted a little bit of design there in the middle of that sheet instead of it just being plain. Alright, and now my silver, you can cut yourself a piece of the metallic silver. Let me move this out of the way. 4.5 by 5.5, 4 1/4 by 5.5, and that would cover the front of your card base over here. But while you're cutting that, well, you're not going to cut that piece, but you can cut this piece out of it, which is this one here. So you would cut your 4 1/4 by 5.5 piece with this die from Texture Notes, and while you're cutting that, you can just lay this in the middle. Let me move this. Lay this in the middle and cut this piece out at the same time. So now you have your outside silver piece, your inside silver piece, and your die all at the same time. And see, here's where it's cut out. So you just pop that out of there, and you've got your piece for the front. So let's put all of this together now that we have it cut. So here's one where I've glued my black piece to my silver, and then here's the silver piece and the basic black piece already adhered together, and I tied a silver bow and just adhered it around, and this one's just going to go right here on the front of this, just like, I think I've already pulled the backings off. Yes, I have. Good. Just like that. Now, I didn't do it on this one because I wasn't thinking, but I'm going to show you over here on this one that I've got ready. We have black dimensionals. Whoops. Black dimensionals. And they're item number 150893. They're $6.25, and you get 680 in a pack. You get 200 of the regular, which is this size, and then you get 480 of the minis of those. So 680 dimensionals for $6.25 in black. So with the black, if I happen to put it where it didn't totally, it had a little cutout or something in front of it, it's not going to show. So I'm just going to slip it under here, just pop it down. Where's my sample? Where'd my sample go? Here it is. Just want to make sure I've got it going in the right direction. Oh, no, I've got it upside down. See? I guess it could go that way too, couldn't it? Why not? You know what? Let's just put this one on this way. So you just pop it down, and your black dimensionals won't show. And look, we got it going 2 different directions, and I like both of them. How about that? Now this one I did use a different happy birthday. I decided I wanted something a little bit bolder, so I used the one from All Zipped Up in here. So anyway, here's my card. Wasn't that pretty quick and easy? See how efficiently you can cut. You can cut the 2 black pieces at the same time. You can cut your 2 silver all at the same time, and you're done. So I hope you like this card. Give it a shot. It's, like I said, it's an easy card. You can do it in a variety of colors. I put links to the supplies I've used down below. Also, there's a link to a free tutorial with all the written measurements and instructions. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, happy crafting.